guys, welcome to Homestead by Chance and welcome to my front porch. A while back, maybe 2 weeks ago, I collected some dock, and if you haven't seen this before, it's it's a plant that comes up in the spring and the fall. It's very nutritious, very good for you. And then when the plant dies off for the season, it has these brown spires of seeds on it. And it's a member of the buckwheat family. And you can grind these up just like you would a flour, and you can use it as a third cup substitute. So if you have a recipe that calls for a cup of flour, you can substitute 1/3 of that cup with the dock seeds that you've ground up. So this pile has been sitting here for 2, maybe 3 weeks, and it's time that I process it down and get it into here so I can grind it and use it for recipes later on. One of the most popular things that we do is use it to make dock pancakes. And the cool thing is that the seeds, they probably look black or dark brown to you, but they have this tiniest bit of a purple tint to them. So when you make pancakes, it actually turns the pancakes a little bit purple. So it's a lot of fun, especially for kids. But anyway, so I'm processing today. All I'm doing is getting the seeds pulled off in my bucket, so then later on I can process them into a flour and do what I want with them. It's pretty easy to do this. I just take my hand and just strip off the seeds. That's all there is to it. You can see I've got a pile here. I've been doing some already. Sometimes I wear a glove because it can be a little harsh on your skin, but it's not like it hurts or anything like that. So all I'm doing is just pulling and just peeling off all of those seeds. Discard the stalk, go on to the next one. So dock, every part of the plant is edible. And since it comes up twice during the year, it comes out in the spring, and then it's going to come out again in the fall. And the reason for that, this is like one of the coolest things in the world. This is the reason that God put all these plants on the earth for us. So the reason for that is that the dock is really high in nutrients, especially iron. And so when it comes up in the spring, what is it? You've been stuck in your cabin all winter long. You haven't really been getting out. You've been eating whatever foods that you've canned or dried or salted or, preserved somehow. And so you're probably deficient in a lot of things. So dock comes up, and the leaves taste fantastic. You can eat them raw if you want. You can put them in a salad, or more commonly, they're cooked down into greens, right? And so now you are replenishing a lot of the nutrients that you lost. And then when that dock plant dies off, which it's not dead, it's just dormant. When it dies off, it leaves all of these wonderful seeds behind for you that are high in fiber. And you can make, a bug on that one, it's okay. You can make this into a flour, and you can substitute it with your recipes, and it's high in all kinds of nutrients and vitamins and different things like that. It's really good for you. So then you do that over the summer. It's summer right now. And then in the fall, the dock plant comes back again. And what do? You eat your dock greens, and you can make a root from the tea, or, there's all kinds of things you can do. And you build your body up with all kinds of nutrients that it's going to need for the winter. And there's so many plants out there that do the same thing. They come up in the spring, they replenish our bodies from a long winter, and they come back in the fall to get us ready for that long winter again. And dock is one of my favorites. It's so versatile. You can use all the different parts of the plant. The greens taste good. The seeds can be turned into a flour. You can extend the life of your flour stores. Give your body, give your family some really good nutrients in the process. So once I get this all pulled off, and I have my bucket of dock, then I'll ground it down into a flour. Usually I use my either a food processor, or I found actually a blender works really well. So I can either use the blender, or I bought a hand crank food mill, a grain mill that I have not used yet. So I thought that would be something fun to try out with these seeds and see just how good of a job it does, especially if it does a better job than my food processor, although I'm going to make the assumption that the hand mill will definitely take longer than the food processor. So I'll find out a little bit later when I decide to do that. So anyway, just a quick little video on dock and processing it down into the seeds, pulling it off the stems, getting my seeds into the bucket, especially if you've never seen dock before. I guarantee you, you've seen it. You just didn't know that that's what it was. So it just kind of grows everywhere. It's great. Comes back on its own. Don't even have to do anything. You just go out into the wild and you've got this wonderful food ready for you. All right, so if you decide to make some dock pancakes, let me know. I will try to get a video of the grain mill experiment. Might be a fail, but that's okay, right? Because we're here to learn. And I'll let you know when that is up and ready. So don't forget to subscribe so you can see all of my experimental, let's see if we can do this homestead thing videos. Anyway, see you next time.